What's up, guys? This is Nala with Bear Made Leather Goods. I have a long-awaited package from Russell Moccasin. I know everybody's got videos out there on the PH and the whatever the other ones are called, the backcountries, but I didn't find a lot of videos on the Traveling Sportsman, and that's the one I wanted. I didn't want the 6-inch high boots. I have others. And I wanted it to be more casual. So I went with the Traveling Sportsman, and I bought them back in December. They got here a couple days ago, but I was not able to open them up. So here I am today. This is just an unboxing, and I'm going to try these on. They did take pretty long to get here. They changed the price on them. I know while I was waiting, I noticed that they had taken them off of the website for a little bit, and I reached out to them. I called them. They come with a little sticker. I called them and asked them what's going on, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna put it back on. We haven't discontinued it. We're gonna put it back on with some different leather options." But they put it back on, and I didn't see no other leather options. I didn't see any other options for it other than the price increase. They raised the price. I remember years ago when I was first wanting to get some Russell moccasins, the price was a lot lower, and I guess they've been increasing the price over the years. I hope it's worth it. I don't know yet. I don't have a pair. Never owned a pair. Size exchange. It just tells you that it allows you to change the size one time, I guess. These are made to order, I guess. Wrapped in paper. No laces on them. I like the feel of the leather. I like the look. I ordered a size 10, I believe. I went a half size down of my regular size. These are pretty chunky. They're pretty heavy. And I think it says that they're heavy because of they're heavy because of the soles. There's the other lace in here. Oh, these are two laces. Okay. So these are the two laces. Nothing else in the box. Nothing fancy for $700. Just a pair of boots. Okay, one boot has the stitched in logo, the other one does not. I was watching a video the other day and that said you can have these boots in front of the makers and they are all a little different, and you could actually tell which maker made the boots because of how different they are. Interesting boot. Because they're all handmade. That's a little off. That's a little off. Off in one direction and one's off in the other direction. I guess that's what happens when you have handmade things. Interesting boot. I thought it was going to be a little bit taller. I mean, this is perfectly fine. I just thought it was going to be a little bit taller. I like the idea of this little padding. So here we go. I paid $715. The price now is $725. The Traveling Sportsman Classic build. Thank you for shopping with us. Nothing here, just the order date, and these are the specs of the boot. The Russell Classic. The original Traveling Sportsman Chukka was developed for our friends at Sporting Classic magazine who had limited space to pack their remote international adventures. The goal was to be able to hunt, hike, fish in these extreme environments with boots that was comfortable enough to wear off straight off the plane. The Traveling Sportsman was a success in that regard and continues to have a dedicated fan base. The leather, made from water-resistant, full-grain walnut timberjack leather. The Traveling Sportsman Chukka is prepared for any adventure. Over time, it will patina and darken to a beautiful deep brown, conditioned with Obanovs or Picards, tanned especially for Russell Moccasin by SB Foot Tannery in Minnesota. The construction, made as a double vamp moccasin on our 40 boot lath, the Traveling Sportsman is incredibly water resistant and durable. Unique to Russell Moccasin, this chukka has a hand-sewn overlap seam that provides unmatched structure and water resistance. Designed to go the distance, it features the oak leather and rubber double-stack midsole designed for easy resoling and an oak leather heel counter for support in rocky terrain. And the sole is a Vibram's Air Bob sole. Has been a classic at Russell Moccasin for the Traveling Sportsman Chukka. The soft but extremely wear-resistant compound is excellent for trekking and mountain hiking. While heavier than other similar soles, the traction it provides on a variety of surfaces and weather environments makes it perfect for the Traveling Sportsman. These are kind of heavy. I like the feel of this sole. I don't know how well it wears, but it feels pretty durable. It's a chunky sole. It's a heavy sole. You can tell it's the sole that's super heavy. It feels really, really dense. That's what I feel. It feels like a real dense rubber, but at the same time, a little bit, a little bit pliable. I like that it has the double midsole, the leather midsole, and a rubber midsole, so you can peel this sole off and go rubber to rubber to resole them. These are actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice. You can tell this leather has got just so much conditioning in it. We have the gusseted tongue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lace these bad boys up, and I am going to try them on because I'm actually going to wear them today. I'm going to wear them and see how they break in. I have heard just over and over and over and over that once you have a pair of Russell moccasins, that these bad boys are like the most comfortable footwear ever, that they wrap around your foot as they break in and all that good stuff. So I hope that's the case. I've never had, I guess I can say I have a pair of Rancourts. I don't know what the difference is in the construction as far as true moccasin, but I understand that Rancourt is true moccasin construction also. So I mean, I really don't know, but I've never owned a pair of Russell moccasins. I've actually looked online for a used pair many times because I wanted to buy a pair and see how they were, and I ended up buying myself this pair for Christmas. As I get older, my kids are grown, so I can start treating myself to the things that I like, because like I said, my kids are grown. They're grown, they have their own families and their own things, so I don't necessarily have to go out of my way for them like I did when they were kids. And that's one of the things that I'm looking at as I get older, that my kids are grown, so they'll be all right. I can start treating myself. Not that I don't still treat them, but you can't tell them that, because they're I would say just young adults, man. They're all doing their own thing. All right, so I got a size 10. I normally float between a 10.5 and 11, depending on the shoe. So I specifically wore slippers right now, so that way I can, let me put this paper down in case these bad boys don't fit. They definitely fit. They fit pretty snug. They were talking about going down a full size at first. I don't even know what to say about how these feel. They feel like nothing else that I own. They don't feel like anything else that I own. I know my right foot is a little bit wider. These supposedly have a wider toe box, but I feel it's snug around my foot. I feel like my heel is lifting up fairly easy. I don't think that I would have made it had I went down a full size. Yeah, my toe is right up there. There's probably 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch from the front. My foot reaches both sides of the upper. I can't remember what it's called. Interesting feel. This one feels a little snugger because this foot is actually bigger, wider, I should say. And I'm wearing socks that I wear all the time. I'm wearing a pair of athletic socks. I don't think this is too. I don't think this is too small. I don't think it's too small. It's definitely not too big. I'm glad I went with a 10 and not a 9.5, like the website originally said. Go 9.5, but I think that would have been too small, being that I float between a 10.5 and an 11. I have a regular D-width foot, so I didn't want to go any smaller, being that I float between those two sizes. I think this is the right size. It's a feel that I've never felt before. And I guess what I'm feeling right here, like my heel is high. This runs in all the way around. But right now I feel like my heel would move up, but I didn't tighten them up. So what I'm understanding about these boots, Russell Moccasins, is because the way they're built, they're going to wrap around your foot, and they will end up wrapping around your foot and getting more comfortable, because they're going to truly wrap around your foot. And because I feel this part right here going in, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm feeling, is it's going to eventually wrap around my heel and take care of that feeling. It is it's a nice boot. It is definitely a nice boot. I could feel the oils in the leather. The leather is thick enough. It feels very, very sturdy. And I'm wearing these today. These are a nice pair of boots. I really have never worn anything that would look similar to this. I've never worn a true mock toe boot, and the only mock toe boots I have are actually a different style of mock toe. I have some Grant Stones, and their mock toe is a little different than all other mock toes. Their mock toe doesn't come all the way out here. Their mock toe runs in a little bit more inside the upper. So I will definitely update you guys on how these feel after about a week to 2 weeks, because I'm probably going to wear these every day. I wear jeans almost every day. I really, really wanted to get a pair of these before they're gone. Companies like this are just dying all the time. And, I hope that price doesn't put them out of business. I understand that the new owners recently purchased this company a couple years ago, and I want them to survive. I'm all about some good quality American-made stuff. Hard to come by. American-made does not mean what it used to mean. So it's hard to come by good American-made stuff. And from what I understand, this is one of those companies that is still doing it right, still doing high quality stuff that's supposed to last a long, long time. I've even heard that somebody will inherit these boots once you're gone, and that's what I want. I literally, this is a secret, but I have 3 sons. All of us wear 10 and a half, and I was thinking, which one of them would wear these? If these turn out to be everything that I hope they are going to be, I will be buying each one of my sons a pair of these, and simply because, although they don't always get it, I want them to learn to appreciate super, super high quality stuff. I do. I buy secondhand stuff all the time of high quality stuff. I didn't buy these secondhand, but American made. Brave Star jeans, Brave Star shirt. I love the shirts. I love their jeans. I love high quality stuff. I mean, these shirts. I've had these T-shirts. I bought them in a pair. 2 blue ones. I've had them for about 3 or 4 years already. I have a black, the Sumo XL one. So I like high quality stuff, and I want my kids, as they get older, to learn to appreciate high quality stuff like that. And so if these turn out to be as comfortable as they say, I'm probably going to buy each one of them a pair. And so hopefully that in the long run, they'll learn to appreciate good high quality stuff. We as a generation, we run through so many disposable things, man. Gym shoes, disposable jeans, last year, 6 months to a year. T-shirts, couple months, couple washes sometimes, and it's just a waste. And I can't see myself doing that. I don't buy, I don't buy fad clothing and things like that. I want timeless pieces. I want things that are going to last. A good quality T-shirt, good quality jeans. I want things that are going to last. Even down to my socks, I have some good high quality socks. Hard to come by, but I'm still trying to find what I really, really like. But anyway, these are my Russell Moccasin Traveling Sportsmans. I just got them. Hopefully in a month or 2, I'll be able to come back and give you a review of how they broke in and how they feel in that time. Until then, this is Nala with Bear May Leather Goods.